Hey you guys, I just got a channel message and I just felt like I needed to share that. You know, when inspiration strikes, go for it. It is 4:30 in the morning. That is usually when I get like when I be having these kinds of epiphanies. There's a lot of different things that I have written down for next week's, well, this Friday's live. And it's a lot of like spiritual and social cleansing, and also like shadow work and things of that nature. One of the things is that and it's literally just the beginning. It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. We got all this going on. Okay. I believe there was eclipse on Sunday. That bitch put in work. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Like, what? We still have like 4 days before we have to actually like decipher these energies like collectively together. So anyways, the message that I was getting is, you know how like in a lot of the readings and particularly the lives, like we'll talk about people from your past like pulling on your energy and things. And for one, I will say that that very well could be true, because I don't know about you, but I know me personally, like I am unforgettable and I am impactful, whether people like to admit that or not, or acknowledge that or not, whatever the fuck. I am impactful, very much so. And I do leave a mark on people's lives. And being that we are in the same collective, I am reading for you. This is resonating for you. My readings resonate for you. You probably have the same effect. And so my nail looks really nice. This one broke, but I just love square shape on a thumb. I don't know why I like that. And that's my natural. But yes, so it is true, they could very well be pulling on your energy and like thinking of you, whatever and so forth, right? But the main reason that those people are like coming up in your mind, and especially if it feels so random, is because it's not about them, it's about you. And about the aspect of yourself that they reflected back to you at that time in your life. I'm just trying to find the words. Oh, I could pause this. Especially if these were like people who were relatively close to you, like people you consider friends, family, spouses, coworkers that you trusted, business partners, things of that nature. This is like very seventh house, just interpersonal relationships, people that you interacted with more so on a regular, even daily basis. Okay, so what is the seventh house? The seventh house is ruled by Libra. Libra is the scales, balance. These people, the people that are closest to you in your life, are people that mirror you and or balance you out. And very accurate and old adage that people still say today is that birds of a feather flock together. In summary, the people closest to you are similar to you, you know? And so for you to be as close to be close to these people at whatever point in your life, at some point in your life, that meant that you were alike to some degree in one way or another. Or you just matched each other's energy in a way. And usually what you don't like about a person are the things that are aspects of yourself as well. So when you think about these people and they come to mind, I want you to think about the things that you didn't like about them, that in particular the things that led you to decide no longer to be in connection with them or be friends with them, whatever. Consider those things. Now I also need you to think back and remember how you showed up in those times that that you spent with him. Ask yourself if you were behaving in similar ways or had similar motivations or intentions, ask yourself those things. They're likely to be true. They likely are. If they aren't, you wouldn't be here, right? And now we get to the nitty-gritty, because now the thing about that is, if you have like a load of criticisms for these people and whatever, or you have a very negative perception of them, particularly those aspects of those people, or particular aspects of those people that you align with, first, I also want to say that the friendship likely, I'm picking up like friendship in particular, but this could be whatever relationships. The relationship likely ended when those things that you claim bother you about that person, even though those were likely things that you also engaged in at a point in time, because that's what made you close, you mirrored each other, you were alike, you outgrew those things. You stopped doing those things, stopped engaging in those things. And so now you no longer relate to this person. And you may want to criticize them as whatever, this, that, and the third. You might want to cast judgment on them. But the thing about that is, when you do that, you are simultaneously casting the exact same judgment on that aspect or version of yourself that mirrored that person. And that gets carried with you. That's how you amass this feeling of like self-loathing or like guilt. It's because, or like shame. That's where a lot of shame comes from. It's because those aspects of yourself don't just disappear. They just aren't taking the lead in your life. They aren't the ones making the biggest decisions, right? They aren't the aspects of yourself that are taking the wheel. But they're still real. They're still part of you. It's part of who you are, your aspects of who you are, your history. You wouldn't be the you are today without that version of yourself, that aspect of yourself. So, and when we talk about ascension, you have to, you're not just ascending your inner child and masculine and feminine, you're also ascending your shadow. All aspects of yourself have to go up. They all have to go together. And I feel like that's like the shadow work that is going on. It's allowing this like recognition for an aspect of yourself that maybe wasn't mature or reliable or consistent or just anything, you know, whatever you consider the people from your past to be that you no longer to, you know, adhere to or subscribe to or whatever the fuck. I kind of forgot what I was saying, but anyways, yeah, the experiences you had in life, especially if they were experiences with other people that were harmful or traumatizing, or just unfortunate and negative experiences to have with other people. It was never about those people. Even if they tried to make it about themselves, or you really believe that you know they were all you ever wanted, or whatever. And even the misfortune that you experience in life is meant to serve your highest good. You experience the worst of these people, and or you know, these negative aspects or sides to people in order to clock that in yourself and stop doing that shit. whatever that was. So overall, there's just a need to be kind to yourself, to be gentle to yourself, especially to those aspects of yourself that mirrored a lot of the people that you left behind in life or are no longer connected to for whatever reason. Because you could be lashing out, you could be feeling very irritated, or irritable at this point in time. You could be not wanting to like socialize with other people. It just sounded like I heard something outside. You may not be wanting to like socialize with other people or share much of yourself with other people. You may feel like crashing out. But that's because it's your shadow like fucking kicking and screaming. Because you're clearly moving forward in a different direction, trying to ascend and trying to leave behind those aspects of your shadow as well. Those aspects of yourself that you deem unfavorable. Even though without those aspects of yourself, you wouldn't be here today. So if you're experiencing like being irritable, confused, feeling like there's, you know, no sense of purpose, feeling very disconnected from like your faith, questioning yourself, questioning your life decisions, it's because your shadow doesn't want to be left behind in your ascension, and it shouldn't be. It's still you. It's still an aspect of you, and you are responsible for taking care of it. You're not meant to abandon your shadow. You're just not meant to always allow it to take the lead in your life and your decision making, right? It's still there. It still lives there. And when necessary, you could pop that hoe out. But it shouldn't be leading your life anymore. Or at least a specific aspect of your shadow, right? Because you could still be making decisions from an unconsciously fear-based space. But look, if that's the case, we ain't at them depths yet. We're not there. We are not that deep in the unconscious. We still working on what we have just unearthed. Oh, right here, right now. Pardonnez-moi. Confirmation. Burp. Period. Right now I'm getting like the image of like a giant staircase, and it's like it's like taller than you. You have to like physically climb up to like get up the stairs, and that's like you, all aspects of yourself are like your higher self, but your partner down there is your shadow self. And like in order to like go up the next level, you still have to bring your partner with you, so you still have to reach down a bit to help them up. You can't just leave them behind. In order to ascend to another level, you have to first descend. You have to dig down into the depths of you. If you want to ascend to a higher level of consciousness, you have to dig down into the depths of yourself first. As low as you've ever been within yourself, and confront that person. Confront those aspects of yourself and give them grace. Give those aspects of yourself grace, and you can move forward much smoother. And going back to like that image of the stairs, so your shadow here, right? There's your partner in whatever you're trying to fucking accomplish. I don't know, a game show. I don't know. Why is there a giant staircase? I don't fucking know. But this partner is very fucking pessimistic. This is a downer ass bitch, but this yo buddy, yo pal. And even if it's not your buddy, yo pal, you in it together now. You're partners. You gotta fucking work it out. On the way up, you also have to pour in 1717. You also have to pour encouragement into them for them to like so the journey is smoother, so that they're cooperative and in wanting to like do the work, right? Because you can't just pull them all up their entire weight by yourself. I mean, you could, but then you would be too fucking tired to lift your own self up on to the next level, right? They have to carry their own weight a little bit, and that's all within yourself, with your higher self and your lowest self, the shadow. That's all happening within yourself, and that is what a visual of what ascension is. Yeah, if you're thinking about people from the past and you don't have positive outlooks or opinions or perspectives on them, and I'm not saying you have to like praise these people or whatever, but like, again, show them grace, like we just talked about. So if you are not allowing these people grace, I need you to recognize and remember that you are not allowing grace for that aspect of yourself that mirrors that person, for that aspect of yourself that is the same. And you're only holding your own self back with that. Because I mean, think about it. This person is already out your life. What does thinking about them away or like having whatever opinion or in not allowing them grace, what does that actually do for you? Remember that we talked about it on this channel like several times over the years. Justice is not about the bad things that happen to the people that harmed you, but more so about what you deserve, the good things that you get for persevering through certain challenges and harm that that life threw at you. Justice is about what you get and what you deserve. It's not about someone else reaching their demise. Because you know what? Even if that person loses everything, that don't mean you get shit. Like, bro. that person loses a car or whatever, you don't have a car now. That doesn't mean you have a car. You still don't got a car. You still out. So hope for better things for yourself as well. But like, yeah, I'm gonna leave that here. I want to go to sleep. It's 5 in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Conversation got boring. You said you're going to bed soon. So I sang up in your bedroom. Ooh, and I just don't know how to wait there until I heard you come up the stairs. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see y'all Friday on TikTok, 5:30 p.m. Friday, live. We're gonna discuss. We're gonna chit chat. Okay. Yeah. Remember that you are loved, you are important, and that you have value. All right,